How many of us have struggled with making prayer a habit at one time or another? I asked in my community tab not too long ago about different things that I could help with or give some encouragement, and this was one of them, making prayer a habit. So today I'm giving you 5 habits that I think that could help and hope that they help to encourage you and to hopefully help you make prayer a habit. Let's dive right into this. Okay, so I'm calling them habits, even though I don't really think they're habits. They're just more of these are some tips, maybe. Anyways, I'm giving you 5 things that I think could help you make prayer a habit. I know these have helped me when I have struggled with making prayer a habit, and so I wanted to offer them to you and hope that at least one of them will stick and help you. So let's talk about this. The first one I have is the battle habit. I say the battle habit because we all know that I call it the battle habit because when we first get up, we have the battle of the day ahead of us. We all know that. I wanted to look this up before I started this, so I'm going to put the Bible verse here. When it talks about Satan coming, and we don't fight against how does it go? We don't fight against rulers and principalities. We fight against, I'll have to look it up. But basically, the thing that I'm getting to is that we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against rulers and principalities. I think that's how it goes. And how Satan is roaming around this earth looking for someone to devour. I know that's 2 different verses, but I will pop them up on the screen. Anyways, the point is that every morning we get up and we have battles to face. Throughout the day, we have things that come our way that we need to be prepared for. So I have the battle habit, and that is praying before you get out of bed. This is something I struggle with as well that I need to get better at. But praying before we get out of bed for God to be with us throughout the day to help us when we are going through things, whether that is taking care of kids, we know that we can lose our patience, whether that is we have a lot of phone calls that we have to make that we don't really look forward to. That is me today. So I don't know. Whatever it is that you face in your day, work, school, I have no idea. But if you if you are in college or whatever, I don't know. Whatever it is that you are facing, that you have to be prepared for that day. So I call this the battle habit, praying before you even get out of bed over your day. The second one I have is the see something, pray something. Have you ever heard that saying, see something, say something? Well, I thought about this, see something, pray something. So when I was doing my scripture memorization video, and I went through that week and I was trying to memorize, I think it was Psalm 15. When I was trying to memorize that one, there was a method in there that was called, I think it was the visual association method, but whatever it was, you went around your house and you found things like a plant or a picture or something, and when you saw that, you would recall the Bible verse. Well, in this instance, when you see maybe your plant, or maybe you have, when I was a kid, my mom had pictures from one wall to another wall of like the family. She had all kind of family pictures, and maybe you have that as well. And you just see those pictures and you pray for whoever's in the picture, and you just go through and you pray for that individual. So that is the see something, pray something habit or method. Either way. The third one I have is the habit stacking prayers. So this is when you make your coffee, when you're doing the dishes, when you're folding laundry, whatever habit you have already, that is when you add on praying. So maybe you are folding laundry and you have your child's laundry, your family, maybe you live with other family members like your mom, your dad, brothers, sisters, your father-in-law, maybe your husband, you live with your husband and your father-in-law, whoever, and you were doing their laundry and you're folding the laundry, and you could just say a quick prayer for whoever's laundry that is. Or if you're washing dishes, you could say a prayer about you're thankful for the dishes, you're thankful for food on the table for your family, the provisions that you have to be able to buy the food, whatever the case is. You just pray about the coffee that you have that morning, whatever it is. Say a quick prayer over the habit that you already are doing. The fourth habit that I have is the buddy method. So, the buddy habit. This is something that I have done many times. I have been in many groups with friends, and we will have like a prayer group. And what it is we will have this chat set up to where this group text to where we can go in, and if we have something we need prayer for, or we have someone that prayed for, that sent us a text and said, hey, do you mind praying for this? Send it in that prayer group and say, hey, this is going on. Do you mind saying a quick prayer for this person or this thing or me over this or whatever? Just being in a prayer group helps because it reminds you that you should be praying for others, for things that goes on in your life. It's so easy to get busy and wrapped up in everyday things to where we forget that we should be praying at all times. The Bible talks about praying without ceasing, and we should be praying at all times. But when things get busy and hectic, we're so focused on what's going on that sometimes we forget to pray. So I think the buddy system is definitely a very good habit to have when you need to be more mindful of praying. And the last one I have is the peaceful prayer. I call it the peaceful prayer because this is like the bedtime prayer, but the bedtime prayer just sounds really, I don't know, kiddie-ish. I don't know. Anyways, I call it the peaceful prayer because this is praying for peace for the day, for the night, praying for a peaceful rest, praying for just peace and restful sleep, and wake up feeling refreshed and renewed. So I call this the peaceful habit because I think that when we're going to bed, we can have a lot on our minds. We can be so stressed about the next day, or what we went through that day, and we just are praying for peace. So those are my 5 habits that I think would help us make prayer a habit. And I hope that one of these was encouraging. I hope that one of these will help you. Let me know which ones you either already do, or you want to try. Let me know in the comments, and I will link some videos at the end of this that I think may be encouraging, and that I hope will be encouraging to you. So make sure that if you see those, or I will leave some in the description below. Definitely go check those out. And if you are new here, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe because I make videos like this all the time. I know that as busy women, it can be hard to make time for prayer because we are so wrapped up in all the things that we need to do. So I hope this was encouraging to you, and Lord willing, I will see you on the next one.